Things aren't edible, and you can barely cartwheel. You're on your way to exit, big.
Hey.
Here we go. It's my time to rise.
Hi.
It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time.
Hey, hey. Good evening. Good evening. It's time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's about that time, y'all. It's about that. Hey, Queen on the Rolling Stones. I can't wait till your time. Woo! I can't wait. Waiting for my guest. Waiting for my guest right now. Yes. Hey, beauty. On duty. It was such a pleasure to meet you today. Hi, Queen on the Rolling Stones. William. Lauren. Let me tell you what it is. We call it story time. I'm waiting for my guest to come on in the room. So why do we play It's Your Time to Shine? Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal Bodie Smith, and it is story time. And I am so excited about having this young lady that we have tonight. And she's going to come on in and she's going to give us her story. If you've ever been online and you've seen the conversations with Dawn, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Dawn Polk is a person who started her platform here on Instagram during the pandemic. Now, I want to make sure I love on her a little bit so she's in the room. I want to make sure she gets that shining music. It's your time to shine, baby girl. It's
Hello.
your time. Hey. Yeah. It's your time to shine. Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dawn is in the building, and we want to thank her for coming on in here. Listen, let me tell you something. There are people out here on Instagram wasting time. There are people out here on Instagram bored. But I came across this young lady because her topics are so relevant. So first and foremost, I want to welcome Dawn Polk to the room. I want to give you the opportunity to tell people, who is Dawn Polk? What is it about a conversation with Dawn? But before we go into a conversation with Dawn, just say hello, tell us where you're from, and just tell us, who is Dawn Polk?
Hello, Crystal, and I want to thank you for allowing me to share myself, my story, to everyone, to you and to everyone. Dawn Polk is a simple woman from Port Arthur, Texas, that I work for FEMA and I travel. And for the past 3 years, I've been on the road helping different states recover from different disasters.
Wow.
So this is where I am. To get the place that I am now, where I was before in 2014, just a quick little bio. I was living and working for Jefferson County. I was an administrative assistant for a county commissioner and decided to run for office for Justice of the Peace. I used to work for a Justice of the Peace. So I decided to throw my hat in the ring. Long story short, I didn't win, of course. Had a recount. I lost the recount. And small time politics. And I was fired from my job behind a lie.
Oh my
You know how that goes. You know how politics is dirty.
Wow.
So I lost my job.
Wow.
And for 3 years, I was just angry, mad. mad at myself, mad at the world. I was mad at a doorknob. If a doorknob told me something wrong, I was ready to fight the doorknob. But, thank God for prayers. Thank God for people praying for me when I wasn't even in my right mind. So Hurricane Harvey came in 2017, flooded my parents' home. But at the end, with the blessing in Hurricane Harvey, I got a job with FEMA, and I've been working ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
So listen, we talking to a politician basically, because the people didn't vote for you, but you have the passion, the knowledge, and what it takes to even run. So that tells us that when you do these conversations with Dawn, you coming with some substance. This not just somebody just coming on the camera and just throwing some stuff out there. You really do take things that matter and you having a conversation. So how did you begin and how did you develop a conversation with Dawn? Where did that come from?
Well, the conversations with Dawn really started in September, but it started before that because I used to get on Flame. Well, I still get on Flames Live, Flame Monroe, the comedian Flame Monroe. And of course, during the election season 2 years ago when, we were battling with this politician and that politician. So I would get on Flames Live and just tell my truth. And I guess it was funny what I was saying, but I was just speaking. I had a lot of passion behind it.
Right.
And I receive a lot of my followers from Flames, following Flame, and just speaking the truth and just saying certain things and bringing certain things to light that people wasn't aware of. And Flame would tell me things that I wasn't aware of. So we were just bouncing off of each other.
Wow.
So conversations with Dawn came about because if you recall last summer, it felt like it was just a battle between Black men and Black women. Okay. It was just like a fight. Black women not this, we not that. Black men are not this, they're not doing this. So I got on live one day and I expressed myself. I said, I need to talk to some heterosexual alpha male Black men. Okay. No shade to my gay men, but I'm not in relationships with gay men.
Right.
I'm in a relationship with straight Black men. I need to know what the problem is. What's going on? What's really happening? So I started getting some guys coming in, single men, and we just started talking. And we were having a conversation, and we were going back and forth. And I'm starting to get men to talk. Okay. And express their issues they were having with us and what we were having with them. And we just started listening to each other. So it started with that concept of just talking to men. And then it started with different topics.
Wow.
And wow. I noticed that in my journey of knowing who I am, learning who I am, there's some areas that I needed healing in. So I started talking about subjects that affect Black people. Okay. Whereas our white counterparts go to counseling about it. They go to counseling, they go to therapy. We don't. So I started calling things out. Sexual abuse, domestic abuse, drug abuse, relationships with bisexual men, bisexual women. I just started talking about, just different conversations. And there's no right or wrong answer. We just having a conversation with Dawn. And I allow people to come on my live and express themselves. Because believe it or not, it's therapy for me.
Yes, and it's therapy for a lot of people if it makes sense, because everybody don't have common sense and everybody's not educated. I'm sorry. So some people out here just really wasting your time. So you have to be careful who you're listening to. But right. What I was attracted to with you, and not even knowing your background, is that your conversations are led and they're structured and they're very thought out, and it's your presentation. It's your presentation, So I do this platform where I allow people to come and tell their story because I feel as though it can help others. The whole purpose of it is to allow people to tell why they do what they do, and if they overcame something, they can share that and it can help somebody else. That's excellent. but I noticed that you always seem to talk about something that's relevant. Now, you also really, really have one special fan that really tickled me, because you have a fan that follows you out here that is just amazing, and that is your mom.
Yeah.
Your 80-year-old mom is on Instagram. Your 80-year-old mom seems like she might know how to do more than I do.
Yeah.
And that's just, that right there just blew me away too, because that was so motivational, and it speaks to what time we live in right now. Now I want to ask you this. So you started a conversation with Dawn. Was you in I don't want to say a dark place or a depressed state, or was you in a lonely state? I mean, what made you really start coming out here? Because some people turned to the internet because they were kind of, COVID pandemic said, stay home. So they didn't know what to do. So they went to the internet. So did that play any part for you?
Well, thank God I'm still working. I worked throughout the whole pandemic. So I was very blessed. But I was in a room. Well, let's be clear. They told us to stay in, but Dawn didn't. I moved around. And I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to ask questions. I wanted to know what everybody was thinking, because you know what? This pandemic did do a lot to us mentally. And people didn't have anybody to talk to. I was by myself. I was working in Vermont. I'm in Vermont working working away from home. And, the government told us we couldn't fly. I couldn't come home for 9 months.
Wow.
So when I was able to come home, of course I came home, but I just felt like people wanted to talk and because people were dealing. One thing about the pandemic, you had to deal with yourself.
You had to deal with yourself. And
you had to deal with it.
You had to figure it out. And now, not only that, but that 9 months, you reconnected with your mom through IG, huh? I mean, some people have FaceTime and they have Google Duo, but it was something about Instagram. What is it about Instagram? What is it?
Well, let me tell you about that. Well, my mom and I and my dad, we always talk FaceTime on Facebook. Because she doesn't have an iPhone. She has my old phone, my old Android. So we had to get on Facebook. So when we got on Instagram, when I got her on Instagram, she asked me, well, how do I get on there? So, and at the time I was doing lives, but it wasn't as structured as it is now. I would just get on and just start talking to everybody. And one day I said, get your cell phone, mother, because she loves to use her computer.
Right.
No, get your cell phone. So I helped her and maneuvered her through it, and she was able to get on. So now I can't get off.
Uh-oh. And I hope that she comes so people can actually meet her. I don't know if she's on here yet, but I hope that she comes and joins us tonight. I also want to say this. If you are on this live and you are someone who has been on Dawn's live, you have been engaging in the conversations with Dawn, and it has blessed you. It has helped you through something. You have learned something. I want to invite you to come in here tonight. You can send me a request. I will allow you to give her flowers and tell her how her life has helped you, how her life has motivated you, how it had done anything for you. I welcome you to be able to share that with her, because sometimes when we do things, we don't know how it's helping others, and I want to be able to give her the opportunity to know that. Now, how do you pick your topics?
Well, being a spiritualist, I let spirit guide me.
Okay.
Lately, people been hitting me up in my inbox and coming up with different topics.
Okay.
But my heavy I call them my heavy duty topics. When I talked about sexual molestation in the Black community, how we don't talk about it, and it needs to be talked about. I was in the shower, and spirit told me talk about it. And I'm glad I did, because there was a young man that was on my live that was molested. And he sent me a message 2 weeks ago. And he said, Miss Dawn, I get chills every time I listen to this live. It has been over a month ago. He said, you don't know how you blessed me
Wow.
to get my story out.
Wow.
And I'm at work. I'm you know, because I still work remotely. I work in the office 2 days a week. And I was sitting here at the desk typing, and I got a message, and I went, and it brought tears to my eyes. When I talked.
So you are led by the Spirit, which is a beautiful thing. I think that's an awesome thing. And I did put in there, for those of you who may have just checked in, you're listening to Dawn Polk. She has a conversation with Dawn, and I'll allow her to tell you when she does that, how often, what time. And if you hit the arrow on the top, that's how you can follow either one of us and follow her and support her, because she told you she ran for office too. And I want to know a little bit about what made you want to run for office. What is it that you really wanted to bring to the table? If you would have won, what was your goal? I would love to hear that too. But, and the other thing I want to let you know is get in the queue if you want her to read for you, because we're going to give you a couple of readings tonight. So we definitely want you to get in the queue if that's you. But Dawn, what was you planning on doing had you won?
Well, Justice of the Peace job was pretty easy. It is a complex position, but it's an easy position because I worked in that position. And you marry people. You have small claims. You have forcible detainers. You sign warrants. It's a pretty, and the biggest thing was doing inquests. When you have in the state of Texas, if you have a county less than, I think, 500,000, the population is 500,000. Well, the bigger cities have a coroner that comes out and pronounce somebody that's deceased. They'll, pronounce them dead. When in a smaller county, you have JPs, Justice of the Peace, and Justice of the Peace will pronounce that person dead, and then they send them to the coroner's office to do an autopsy. So that was I thought it was very interesting. And the judge, the gentleman I worked for, Judge Morgan, he was really teaching me the job without teaching me the job, if that makes sense. But I love my community, and I want to see the community. Port Arthur is just really, really dying. And because, I'm going to get into it, but the people that are currently elected, they're allowing the city to die. But I want to stay home and try to make things better for the community and start doing things in the community, whatever I could. And I wanted to mentor young women, young middle school into high school young women, to talk with them and just engage with them. Because parents, and I talk about this all the time, parents are working 10 to 12 hours a day. When do they have time to talk to their kids? But they didn't want me in office, and really and truly, that was fine. Well, now I can see it. Then I couldn't see it then. But now I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
God has blessed me.
Well, as you can see, we have a visitor. Hi, Miss
Christine.
How are you, Miss Christine? Now, Miss Christine, I did tell 2 different people to come up. I said if you wanted to say something to Dawn because you've been in her lives and it's motivated you or you've gotten anything out of it, I welcome people to come up for that. I also said if anyone wanted a reading, they could come up. So I would love for you to introduce yourself and let us know which of the 2 brought you up here today.
Can we do both?
Okay, sure.
Well, I originally came on to give her flowers, but then as I was requesting, then you mentioned about giving a reading. But yes, I love Dawn's lives. I think that she has a gift, and I think that she's very calming in how she speaks, and gets people to just share information about these very personal things. Like I would have to say my favorite is Well Womb Wednesday. Because those are a lot of topics that we as women go through: miscarriages, PMS, period, abortion, all this kind of stuff that's really, really personal. And she gets people to really talk about it in a calming way that's very healing for everyone. And I've enjoyed it. I tell my coworkers that they need to come and join and listen. I talk about it. They're like, you talk about this stuff on Instagram?
Why not?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, people do.
Wow. So I see a question in the box. Someone asked, when can they be interviewed? Send me a DM. I'm happy to interview. Once again, if you're just joining, my name is Crystal Bodie Smith. I want you to know you're listening to Dawn Polk. You have one of her associates here that goes to her live. Her name is Christine, up here right now. If you want to be interviewed and you have a story to tell, by all means, send me a DM. I am happy to interview you. You don't have to have this great amount of following. It's not about that. It's about the fact that you have a story to tell, because our story always seems to help someone else. When we tell the words of our testimony, always free someone else. So we have to become more transparent, you know, and share the lessons and the blessings that we go through in life, so it can help someone else. All right. So Miss Christine, excuse me, thank you so much for letting her know how much.
I want to just add one more thing about her mom. I do love the way your mom joins, and that you have shared her with everyone, and everyone feels comfortable in calling her mom. I mean, she has so much wisdom. And because I think I've heard you say this before, Dawn, that you've always hung around older people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have as well. Even though my mom had me at a young age, I had all of my grandparents and my great grandmother to help her in the raising of me. So I always surrounded myself with them. And then I noticed they're all gone now, but I noticed that I seek out older people, whether it be on my job or other places, that I just seek that wisdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we don't have it like we used to.
No, we don't have it.
The time where they were sitting on the stoops in the different states, and you know, we could go and they would correct us when we went home from school. If our parents wasn't home, we got corrected by the neighbors. You know, we came from a different era.
That's right.
Yes, so we do still look for that, and we have to be that for this generation coming behind us.
Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
So
we don't have big mamas anymore.
We have to do it for them guys.
Right.
But
Right.
now listen. So I heard you say you wanted to also get a reading. So Dawn, let's talk about that for a minute. First of all, for the people who just came in, tell them when you do go live, what time you go live, and what your goal is. And then tell them about when you do your readings and what that's all about before you go into Christine, and explain that process too, please.
Okay. Well, I do my lives Monday through Friday, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I try to limit my lives to 2 hours. Sometimes it gets really good, and we go over 2 hours, but I try to just go 2 hours. And my goal is just basically just to have a conversation, and whatever is bothering you, whatever you're going through, because most of the time the topics that I pick, somebody's going through it. And our community needs healing.
Yes.
Big time.
Yes.
Because I needed healing from not having children.
Wow.
And I talked about that last Wednesday.
Wow.
And
Womb Wednesday. What is it?
Well, Womb Wednesday.
Well, Womb
Wednesday.
You have a theme for every day?
No, not in particularly. Just that particular Wednesday, I just dedicated that Wednesdays for Well Womb Wednesday.
Okay.
And I needed to talk about not having kids, my desire for having kids and not be able to produce any. So that needed to come out. I needed healing in that area. Anything that bothers me, I try to speak on it because I know I need healing in that area, in that era. And what helped me on the last Wednesday, when a Scorpio lady, she's from Houston, Texas, and we were talking about, there were two other ladies that were on the live with me who never had kids. So Scorpio lady said Ted Bundy had a mother, because we were just talking about what kind of child you could have produced or whatever, you know. And when Scorpio lady said Ted Bundy had a mother, I said, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I never thought about that. I never thought about that. So I was like, wow, she is correct. Now, how I started doing readings, as a child, I knew I was always different. I can feel, and I'm a big dreamer. And I knew something was different about me. I just couldn't put my finger on it because, you know, when you start talking about tarot cards, candle magic, that's the devil, that's voodoo, and I never fit in nobody's church. I tried. I was raised Catholic. I went to Baptist church, went to non-denominational. Just nothing fit for me. Nothing fit until I started working with FEMA and I got into the mountains of Vermont and I started figuring out who I was as a woman. And I had a mentor. I had a young lady that was helping me and she was saying, you are so powerful. You are blessed. You can see. She was pointing out things that I knew I could do, but in our community is the devil. Every other nationality can talk about and do their own religion or whatever they have going on. But when it comes to Black people, we got to believe in their white Jesus. You know, we got to believe in what they tell us. No, you don't. No, you don't. So I started learning who I was, started talking with God. And it's hard to explain, but now I started reading cards. I started seeing things and picking stuff up. And I'm like, okay, wow, you know. And I was doing my readings on Facebook. And I was doing one free card per person. And as I was doing them, I noticed how tired I was getting. I didn't realize this is when energy comes in. I didn't realize how much energy people have.
Wow.
When I started doing readings on Facebook, I would have like 40 people in the room.
Wow.
For one card.
Wow.
And I was reading each and every one of them. And when Spirit told me no more, stop reading them, charge them. And when I started charging them, I had 6 people in the room. So one day I got on Instagram. Spirit said, go to Instagram. I started reading on Instagram and I started teaching people about spirits and teaching them about energy and keeping yourself clean and keeping your energy clean. Stop hanging around all these different people because energy is transferable. You know, it jumps from person to person. Be careful where you go. Be careful what you do. And then I started playing with my cards. And Miss Dawn, you do cards? Yeah, I read them. Can I get a reading? Sure. Okay. Started doing it. And then I get online every other Thursday and I do my readings and the rest is history.
So what is required for someone? We said that we would do 3 readings tonight. So if you are in this audience and you want to get a reading, you are welcome to send in a request. Dawn, tell them how that goes and what you need.
If you want a reading from me, hit me in my inbox. My readings are $60. I use 3 decks, and my readings last between 45 minutes to an hour. Wow. So I don't just read you blah, blah, blah. I go in depth. It's not like on Instagram when I'm pulling 3 cards or 4 cards. No. I go in depth because I'm having a conversation. And I also tell my clients, I don't tell you what you want to hear. Whatever Spirit says to me is what you're going to get.
Wow. So do they come to you and say, do they ask a question? Do they come because they have a concern? Like tonight, the 3 people that you're going to do, like this young lady said she wants a reading. So how would that work?
If you want a reading, I can cut. And whatever Spirit tell me, I let her know. Now, if she comes with a question, if I meditate on, normally before I do any readings, I meditate. When I know I have a reading, I'm meditating and I'm thinking and I have my meditation music on and the Spirit will tell me, okay, they're just trying to see what you're going to say. Okay. Or if I feel their energy, what's wrong? Because are you nervous? Everybody's so afraid of of the spirit world because of what we've been taught. And I've had I had a couple of family members, she's of the devil. she's this. Well, before our ancestors got here, who do they believe in? You don't have a heaven or hell to put me in, so what do I care? I'm not that nice, but you get the picture.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a gift.
It is a gift. I've never gotten a reading.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. So you've never had a reading. So are
Not
you
from Dawn. Not from
okay?
Dawn.
Okay, but you've had it before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is not new to you. So if there's someone out there who this is new to, and they're like, "A reading, what is that? Like, is she gonna give me my horoscope? Is she gonna tell me what I'm going through?" If there's somebody here who don't understand what that is, Dawn just gave you a little bit of a description of what it's all about. So this is not going to be in depth, like she said she does, for 45 minutes to an hour. But she did say if there was a couple people that wanted, I guess, a preliminary reading of some sort, that she would be able to do what she does. So I'm going to remove myself out of the way and let her do what she does to get into her mode, prepare herself for this moment for Miss Christine. In the meantime, if you're just coming in, again, my name is Crystal Bodie Smith. You're listening to Dawn Polk. She has a conversation with Dawn, and a conversation with Dawn is generally something that somebody just put a comment up here, so we're going to read what she said. She said, my grandmother taught me that tarot cards was of the devil, and I've aged along. I've aged along came wisdom. She said, with age came wisdom. All due respect to grandma, but I no longer believe what I was taught. So that happened.
And you know what's so crazy about it, though, Crystal? But everybody runs up to a prophet at the church.
Wow.
Because we were taught in the Bible when the prophets came, he had a word from God.
Right.
So what's the difference?
Right. Right. Wow. Right. Now I see another request. So Dawn, should I wait and hold that request?
Yeah, hold it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I do see you, like chocolate. I got you. And if anybody comes in there, we're going to do time. And again, when you come on, you can let us know if you're coming to give Dawn her flowers, or if you can do this. And so once again, you can follow her by going to the names on the top of the screen and clicking on the names. And if you have a story that you'd like to tell, by all means, send me a DM, and we're happy to do this. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives, and allow you to use this platform to use your voice and let people know about the lessons and the blessings that you've encountered over life that you would like to share. And now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Dawn.
All right, Christine, I'm using my old trusted tarot cards, my psychic tarot cards.
Okay. Sounds good. I didn't plan for this, but I said, oh, why not? I'm here. I'm here.
Like chocolate, you'll be next. I have you. You'll be next.
Christine, you're not nervous, are you?
Got
a little frog in your throat?
I wouldn't say a frog, but I did detect a little anxiety.
Okay.
For myself.
Okay.
Because it's a reading. I don't know.
Well, you have so much wisdom and knowledge in you.
Now, let me ask you this. I do see your mother. She sent the request. Do you want me to hold her, or do you want me to allow her to come up?
Hold her.
Okay. Mom Polk, we got you. I see
you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge in you, and you pour so much into your students, and believe it or not, they do retain what you say. They do. They just have a way of showing it, because they are special needs, because I hear you talk about them all the time. But they do listen to you, and you better not be out sick either, because they go crazy.
Yeah, I was out on Monday. Woo, child.
Okay, so and you had to make up for Tuesday and Wednesday, didn't you?
You sure did, and they was all over me like white on rice. I was like, oh my goodness, come on.
Yeah. I don't know if they stay with you. You have littles, right? You have little ones, right?
Yeah, right now I'm teaching kindergarten.
Kindergarten, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to move on to the
Mm,
next grade, the next grade, because
mm.
the nurturing and the love that you give to them, as well as teaching them. Okay. You've had some obstacles in your way. Look, just not much, just a little bit, but you've overcome that and you got new beginnings coming to you. So get ready.
Okay.
I know I'm right about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know when it happens.
I shall. You'll be one of the first to know.
Wow.
Well, thank you. I know there's a lot of people that want to come, so obviously I'm going to hang up. But thank you, Crystal.
Yes.
And you just gave the meaning of your platform, and I think that's so positive and so
Mm-hmm.
needed in our community. This is a beautiful thing that you two Black women are doing, and let's just keep it going, especially for us as women with each other. We need to uplift each other. There's
We do.
enough on TV, on these reality shows and stuff of us tearing each other down, fighting,
Mm-hmm.
cursing, all that kind of stuff. So I thank you both.
Thank you,
Thank you
Christine.
so much, Miss Christine. And follow me. And if you have a story, I'd love to hear it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Don't leave. Stay in the audience. All right. So we have, do you want your mama next or you want Miss Chocolate next?
Get light chocolate on here.
All right. There we go. Light Chocolate, we're coming to you. We're coming to you, Light Chocolate. Now I see a couple of people in their queues. The queue just got up to 5. There's Light Chocolate. So first, if you will, let us know if you are familiar with Miss Dawn, if you have been on her live before, and are you here for a reading or are you here to give her flowers or both? And introduce yourself.
Yes, and okay. I'm Aisha. I like chocolate, excuse me, but everybody that I'm friends and family with know me by Aisha as well. I actually started talking to Dawn after she was on Flames Live. And I said, who is this woman always driving in her damn car? And where is she going? Because she always seemed to be in her car. But then she took on like an older sister role, and Dawn has a tough personality, and I tell her to her face. Sometimes she is a bit much, but I like that she allows me to be me and gives me my space to grow and learn. But I think a little bit of me has rubbed off on Dawn too, because in certain situations she has softened. Not everything, but some things. And I'm happy that she created a forum so that people could kind of see her past what this might show. She really does have a big heart.
Wow.
Well,
Excellent.
thank you, Aisha. Aisha is actually my co-host on Conversations with Dawn when she can't get on.
Okay. So Aisha, you enjoy the platform, and what made you decide to co-host with her? Did you have a passion for wanting to help people with certain topics as well?
I have no choice. It was just like we were having our regular conversations. That basically our conversations we're doing is like a public conversation. So
Okay.
like Christine, we can all chat amongst each other, like in a family, I'll say. We're going to have problems at the barbecue every once in a while. Somebody said too much, did too much, but we all come back to, well, for the most part, we all come back together, and, we try to love on one another. And before last year, I took maybe a 3-4 year hiatus from social media because it was just too much.
Right.
But then Flame went live. Flame was on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow them. So I said, let me give Flame a chance. And then all of a sudden, now I have the Flameette community. And I'm saying that I've met a lot of great people where Dawn and we've already done 2 events together in the last couple of months. And Christine was there for another event. I've met Mark, if he's in the room, at another, and Jesse. So many people. I'm having these more positive than negative interactions. So I'm just saying, love you, Dawn.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Aisha. I love you too, sister.
That's beautiful. The Instagram is building bonds with people, so that's a beautiful thing. So
hold on, let me put my side note in. She does side with my husband and my daughter, though. Like,
Uh-oh.
I feel like you're supposed to be my number one fan and you're supposed to take my side, but she rides hard with them too.
Uh-oh, Dawn. Uh-oh, you being
Aisha sometimes forget when she was 23. That's all.
I do.
wow.
I do.
So now, were you here just to give her flowers?
Oh no, I'm gonna let her give me a reading. I trust her.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
ain't
your first
afraid.
time? Is this your first time letting her do the reading? Because she seems surprised.
Let me spray my Olabanum for this one. Come on, Spirit.
Hey, my family in the comments. I see y'all. Love you.
Welcome, everybody. If you're here, you're listening to a conversation with Dawn, a young lady that came on here during the pandemic. She actually was going to be a politician. She's very knowledgeable. She had a structured platform where they have civilized conversations. People are educated and they are not in there just wasting your time. So I just suggest that you follow her if you are someone who likes to be on social media but feel like you're being productive. Okay. So if you're by yourself, if you're empty nester, the children left the house, and you want to engage with some positive people, check her out. And you can also follow me because there will be more guests coming in like this where you'll get to hear their story and you can tell your story as well. My platform is designed for that. But now,
I
Dawn,
know. Sure, I'm scared, girl. Ooh, there's a
Don't
lot
be.
of banging going over there.
uh-oh. Are you scared?
Okay,
I
let me tell you
think
something.
so.
I don't know what you've been praying about, but it's getting ready to happen. So get ready. Okay, it's gonna move real fast. I don't know what you know how sometimes and when we're talking or thinking, Lord, I wish this to happen. Lord, I want this to happen. Well, it's getting ready to happen because it's gonna move. So be ready. Okay,
Okay.
and that's why I tell people be careful how you speak in the spirit realm because the universe is listening. The veil is thin. The universe is listening. So when you say something good, be ready for it to come. When you say something bad, you understand what I'm saying? So we have to be careful how we speak. Also, you have some things that also that's concerning you. Spirit is saying to move on from it.
Okay.
Let it go. Can't do nothing about it really. So you might as well just move on.
Okay.
Okay? Your
Okay.
throat chakra needs work because sometimes you say things and a lot of times you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that needs to be healed and you need to start speaking up more.
Okay.
Start
I'll
saying,
receive that.
you know how sometimes you say, well, because I've asked you, have you said anything? No. Start speaking up more because it
Okay.
needs to be said. Because see, if you wait too long to say anything, then you angry and you don't want to get to that point. I know you have, my mama tells me all the time, taste your words before you speak. Taste your words before you speak, but it needs to be said. Does that
Okay.
resonate with you?
It surely do, because
Okay.
for y'all that don't know what's going on, I have a 19-year-old about to be 20, and I've been speaking it out there that I want to get him a mobile barbering unit. That, like, he never said anything, but my dream is to get a one of those buses or vans and convert it into a mobile barbershop for him. So I've been seeing and speaking, and I'm looking at ads to see if I can find it. So
Wow.
I'm thinking hopefully something is about to happen with that.
Well,
You just got your confirmation.
there you go.
Yes, yes, but I'm not
I
gonna
know
give
I'm right.
you. Look,
Just
I
got your
know I'm right about it.
So what
I
you
believe
say
so.
is
It was
I
nice to
receive it.
meet you, Crystal.
Yes,
Oh,
and
I'm
you just
definitely me.
receive it. Yes,
I
yes,
receive it. Y'all
yes.
ladies have a good night.
You have a good night.
All
Thank you
righty.
so much, Dawn. I'm gonna bring your mom in
Okay.
and let her come in, and then I'll bring in the next person. I see a couple other people coming in. I know we were gonna stop at 3, but I do see 3 other people in there along with your mother. Mama Polk, I brought you in there. I did say, okay, she might have stepped away for a minute. She probably said, look, she took so long. She said, She probably said, wait, now you're going to wait for me. She might have stepped away for a minute. And now, while I'm waiting for her, I'm going to go to this next person. Beauty, we coming to you. We got Beauty on duty. We're coming to you. Beauty on
duty. All right now.
on duty.
Hi.
Hi,
We need a little
good
bit of
evening.
light.
You need more light? No problem.
Light,
I'll
some
turn more light on.
here. And
I'll
we
turn
want
some
you to
more on.
introduce yourself. If you're coming in to give Dawn her flowers, if you've ever been on her platform before, please let us know where you're coming in from. If this is your first time on my live, her live, or if you're coming in for a reading. And welcome.
Thank you. I'm trying to turn the fan off.
That's my homegirl right there. I met my homegirl through Maryland.
Good evening
Good
to
evening.
both of my sisters that's on here. Good evening to both of you. And I want to say to Miss Dawn, you are so pretty. I love your
Thank you.
chocolate skin. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're very welcome. No, I don't know Dawn. My name, I don't usually say my name on lives, but I will say Miss H because H is the beginning of the first letter of my last name.
Okay.
I changed my name. Beauty on Duty is like an AKA I've used for many years, but it used to be Gina's Grand on Instagram because my grandmother's name is Gina and I represent her as much as I possibly can. So no, I don't know Dawn. This is my first time seeing her, but I did come on to acknowledge both of you sisters and her chocolate pretty skin and also her mother that's 80 that's on Instagram. I think that is so dope. I've never
Thank
seen
you.
her, but just hearing that is like, wow. And so, yes, since I have the opportunity to get a reading, read on. I'm ready.
And you said your first initial is H?
My first initial is K.
K.
KH are my initials.
Okay.
And if it helps you to read, which I know you're going to say you don't need it, I will tell you my name, but I don't think you need it.
What is it?
Keisha.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Dawn Polk, and she has a live called Conversation with Dawn. Make sure you hit the arrow on the top. And if you would
Miss
like
Keisha.
to
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal. Do people take your kindness for weakness sometimes?
All the time.
Okay.
And you're definitely in New York. Turn the light on. We need to see you. Miss Crystal.
You can't see me?
No, when you told me, listen, we need a little light.
Oh,
we need to see you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your energy is strong. I know that.
I always hear that too. I always hear that. I tried to be really real mellow.
Your energy is strong, man. Wait a minute. No wonder your energy is strong. You can see. That third eye.
Third eye. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You always could see. You suppressed it because of what we've been taught.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you're not crazy. Yes, that's what you saw. Yes, that's what you heard.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Were you born with a veil over your face?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know. Okay. Because you highly intuitive. You didn't need me. Also, you working? You work, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna get recognized at your job. Might get a raise.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
But that third eye, your intuition is strong. Your third eye is letting you see what you need to see. Always
Wow.
could. And you knew when you saw something and you got a bad feeling, you moved away from it. You're not crazy, Keisha. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Thank you. Okay, so I absolutely received it. Are you finished?
No, I got one more card because I'm pulling 3 cards on people. You just continue to stand in your truth because you like me. You don't like nobody lying to you. Stand in your truth. And everything is, don't settle for nothing less. Okay?
Yes.
When your head, my head got kind of tight right here. And the first card I pulled out was your third eye card. So sometimes you might have a phlegm over it where you can't really see clearly. But you know, if you put a little Vicks right here, because we have eyes, we have an eye here, we have two here, and one in the back of our neck. And you can put Vicks on it, and that'll help you. You know, because sometimes you get a headache right here. You get a headache here, and sometimes you like this. That's your third eyes. That's your eyes opening. You know,
Right.
And then a lot of you're very, very sensitive too. So a lot of people come with such energy. You know, this pandemic brought out a lot of people, a lot of some bold energies. And with you being so sensitive to it, it kind of takes it gets to be a bit much. That's why you sit in the dark. That's why you stay to yourself, because you can't take all of that, especially in New York. You're in New York, right?
No, I don't live in New York anymore. I'm in Florida.
Oh, you're in Florida, because New York has an energy. Every time I go to the city, I take a cleansing bath because that energy is heavy.
It is.
Florida as well. Florida got a lot of energy. So be careful.
I will. So I definitely receive everything that you said. And I want to say that earlier I was on Marilyn's Live. And one of the things that I said, and I think Crystal heard me, I said, I'm not really on live like I used to be because I have a spirit of discernment and I've always had that. And I feel like a lot of it is fraudulent that's on live and it disturbs my spirit. And I don't come on live like I used to because of that. I'm just really disturbed when I get off of live. Like I just feel so bothered. And I'm always in low lighting because I suffer with migraines. And I had my eucalyptus burning and I was inhaling and I was in here relaxing. And then when I saw that she came on, I was like ready. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to let this lady give me a reading because your spirit is really good. And I always have that sense that tells me if this person has a good spirit or not. Sometimes I try to pull away from it because it's a little scary sometimes, because when you feel that the person has a bad spirit, I'm not going to tell the person that, especially if it doesn't affect me. But like, for example, Marilyn may have a live and she may bring somebody on and she always wants to bring me on because we're funny. We both have jokes all the time. But sometimes I don't want to come on if a certain person's on because energy, what you spoke about earlier, is transferable. And I'm very aware of that. So I try to steer clear of certain stuff because people think, oh, just because we're on the phone here and we're on Instagram, what does that mean? You can't pick up a spirit, but you can. They transfer quick. And so I try to keep myself prayed up, and I'm always praying and I'm always rebuking the devil because I know how powerful he is. And I know any little space he can crawl in, he's going to crawl in and try to fester. So I appreciate everything that you said to me, and you were spot on. Sensitive is an understatement. Everything you said was just spot on. I mean, I would definitely pay to go further. For that $60, I'll be in the DM.
Okay. Listen,
For sure.
Especially on live, energy really transferred on lives. You got to be careful who you listen to. You know,
I agree with you.
That's why some of these lives I don't get on because they bickering and fussing. And I don't want to listen to all of that.
I don't either.
That's too much.
It's too much. And you know, it took a long time for me. Like I always tell people, I'm born and raised from the Bronx, New York. So I have pop off in my spirit. But it took a long time for me to get to the place where I'm at now, where I don't live that life anymore. And certain things and certain people can bring it out of you. Sometimes I think that they're sent to bring it out of you.
That's right.
So when I feel that and I sense that, I just have to stay away from it. So I haven't been on Instagram in a while because it's just too many demons out here. Just I'm gonna call it, and I just feel like I don't have to deal with that, and I definitely don't want my evening to be caught up with so much foolery and fraudulence that Instagram brings.
Exactly.
It's really nice to see this forum where we have two positive Black women that talk about uplifting Black women and doing something positive for the community, like FEMA and this sister bringing people on to tell their story and things like that. Like that's what I'm about. I'm about that type of energy, not the negative energy, the gossiping energy. It's just terrible what's out here in the world now, you know. And I don't want to be a part of any of that.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you for allowing me to read you.
Too, because this is the first time she came in my life, so I thank you so much for speaking those kind words about us. And I want to give Miss Polk the opportunity because you acknowledged her before she came. That is her mother right there. Miss Polk, will you sit up a little bit so we can see you? Bring the camera down so we can see you. But we talked about you. You are the Instagram the
Is this good
popular
enough for you?
woman now. Yes, you can come up a little bit more so we can see you. 80 years old and on Instagram. So
God
you,
bless.
I have wisdom, and we talked about one of your wisdom. So as Dawn being your daughter and what she's doing out here now, introduce yourself and tell us about what you feel is happening with your daughter out here on Instagram. And I'm on.
Well, I'm Betty Polk. And everybody knows I'm 80 years old.
God bless you.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
And this young woman, my Dawn, my daughter, my darling daughter, who I almost did not have. Thank God I had her. Thank God. Because she has brought so much joy to my life. Dawn has so much energy. So much energy. She brings the room alive when she walks in a room. Everybody waits for her when she comes in. But I wish I could have my daughter with me where I could see her. Well, I could see her every day, but in the flesh every day. But I can't because I know that God put her in a better place. He took her away from here because you remember in the gospel, Jesus Christ tells his disciples, if you're not wanted in this place, shake the dust from your feet and move on. And I tell this to everybody, not everybody, but everybody that's having problems in a particular area where they live. If things aren't working for you where you are, just go, move away. Things will get better for you, much better for you. So, and this, as I said, I wish she was home with us, but she's not. So, but she's much, much happier than she's been in all of her life. Much happier. And I noticed, you didn't ask this, but I'm going to say it. I noticed that when Dawn was a young girl, not a young girl, when she was a child, she wasn't quite 3 years old. My neighbor, our next door neighbor, died. He was crazy about Dawn. Well, maybe 2 or 3 days after he was buried, she was asleep. She woke up, came into the bed, into the hallway, and she said, Mommy, she said, David is calling me. And I said, who? And she said, David. And I said, well, I think David better leave you the blankety blank alone. and I did. I said, David, go away and leave my child alone. And we never had any more of we didn't just, well, of course we didn't discuss it anymore because she was just a baby. She was only not even 3 years old. And as she got older, there still was no incident, nothing about it, nothing at all about her being clairvoyant. I mean, nothing. And never until she went away, moved away to the mountains of Vermont. Did this all come about? And I said, well, this is what was troubling her all of these years.
Wow.
That she had to really get thousands of miles away from the house to really let this come about. You know, she's much happier now, much, much happier.
Thank you.
But it's also in the family. We have several others on my side of the family that are clairvoyant. So this is it's really no surprise because we have healers in our family. We have seers in the family. So.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate it. I want to say your daughter said before you came on that you always taught her this: taste your words before you speak.
Yes.
And I will always remember that. My grandmother used to say, you need to think before you speak. And
right.
And one thing I learned, and I heard Miss Crystal say this. I think I heard you say that. I think Dawn said that she spent a lot of time around older people when she was growing up. And and I did too. And I thank God that I've had the ability to experience 5 generations. I knew my great grandmother, and I had both of my grandmothers in my life. I have a picture with me, my mom, my grandmother, my great grandmother, and my son, who will be 34 Saturday.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
I wish I could have known my dad's mother. You know, my dad's mother died when he was 15. I wish I could have known her. You know,
just having your mom on here and her talking, like, my heart feels so warm because I love seniors. I feel like y'all the best thing since sliced bread. Like,
well, I love
y'all know so much.
It is hard to believe that I am as old as I am. I mean, it was just the other day that
Can I ask you something? Are you the lady that was driving one time and your daughter was saying, "Ma, you can't be on the phone while you're driving"?
Yes,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
was, and I took off
I remember. See, I
and,
remember
and
that.
holding the cell phone like this
Yeah, I remember.
and
I
driving. I can
remember.
see. I'm like, oh
I
God.
remember that. Oh man, you are beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you for sharing your time, your energy, and your space with
You're
me tonight.
welcome.
You have
You're more
made
than
my
welcome.
evening. I love everybody that's older. Y'all are the best. Y'all
Yeah.
are the best. You make
Yeah.
me
We're
feel like I'm having a moment in the 80s all over again when everything was really nice, you know?
oh, good, good, good.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
happy.
you
I'm
so
so
much. I
happy.
appreciate you.
You're
You're more than
welcome.
welcome, darling.
You're
Thank you, Dawn.
welcome.
Thank you, Crystal. Y'all have a
thank
good
you.
All
evening,
right. Have a
okay?
good
I,
night.
I
Okay. Good
appreciate you.
night.
Thank you for coming up here too.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Who's in the
Thank you.
queue,
God bless.
Crystal? Who's
Yeah.
in the queue?
Right now you have in the queue, you have Ivy, Jetter C, Shaw Dukes, and Kingdom Boy Swag.
Okay. Spirit told me to keep them going.
All right. So Ivy, Jetter C, we're coming to you. Mama Polk, can you sit up a little bit more so you can come balance? Bring your phone up so you can come up.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna leave you here because I think you work good with your daughter. Yeah, you coming, you getting it. Yeah.
You want me to do what, honey?
You're doing good. You're doing good. Bring your
Oh, Cassandra.
hold
Hey,
your
girl.
device, hold your move your
Hello.
move your device down. Move your device down some, and then you'll come up. Yeah, keep coming. There you go. Perfect. Come down a little bit more.
Oh,
Let me.
okay.
Perfect.
Let me put it. Wait, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
You're
turn
perfect.
around.
No, you're perfect right there. You're perfect.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay. And young lady, the one that just came in, we welcome you. We thank you so much. And
Thank
I'd
you.
like you to introduce yourself. If this is your first time on my live, I welcome you. If you are new to Dawn, if you're not new to her and you want to give her flowers and you are here for reading at this time, you can introduce yourself and tell us for today.
Okay, my name is Cassandra, and I've been on Dawn's live before, and I love your mom.
Thank you.
Oh,
She brings such wisdom. You know, she gives you like hope. You know, like when I get older, I wanna be that. You know what I mean?
oh, thank you,
I wanna,
honey. Thank
yeah, I
you.
wanna be. I just wanna be on point. But I always wanted to do one of these readings, but I always thought that it was because I'm religious, it would be against God, like to allow to have someone protect your future or to see what. So that's why I never did it.
You want a
But when I
reading? You want a reading, Cassandra?
yes,
Okay.
Now, Mama, are you comfortable? Because you can lift the camera up now.
Honey, I'm fine. I'm leaning on the bed. I'm good. I'm good,
You
baby.
good? Okay. As long as you good.
Thank you.
Okay, you good.
Thank you.
Yes. Is this your
love
first time
it.
reading, young lady?
Yes, it's my first time, and I'm 55, so I'm
Wow,
so
amazing. You commit. Where do you live?
She does look amazing for 55. You look wonderful.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be 56 in September.
Wow, nice. Thank you for coming through our live. We appreciate this.
I shouldn't say thank you. I thank God because
Yeah. Yeah.
he's the one who got me looking like this.
Yes, indeed.
So, what kind of gratification do you get out of doing things?
Out of doing my readings?
Yeah.
That's what you asked?
No, I said, what kind of gratification do you get from doing readings?
Good question. The gratification I get is that I get to share my gift with people. I get to share what God has given me, and answer questions that some people just need answers to. I don't know
Yeah.
everything, but I know there are certain things that they have questions they've been questioning God about, that Spirit will speak through me to give to them.
Okay. Good. Yes, definitely, because I definitely have questions.
I will tell you this. Your chakras are blocked. Your sacral and your solar plexus chakra are blocked. That's dealing with your self-confidence. That's dealing with your self-esteem. I'm going to read to you about the chakras. The chakras are what aligns the body spiritually. and it affects your physical body. Okay, and your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. I'm gonna read them to you because I don't know them by heart. The sacral chakra, which is the chakra, is 2 fingers located below the navel, and it deals with your emotions and your desires and your creativity and your sexuality. Okay, because see, you're very creative, but you're sitting on it. You have desires, but you sit on it. If you have a desire to do something, do it.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's your sacral chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage, and it represents power, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. You don't believe in yourself sometimes. You sitting on all this wisdom and all this knowledge. You're a beautiful woman, but you sit there and just and you too creative.
Okay.
You're the type of person, and you might be a good interior decorator. I will pay people like you.
I am.
You
that I
okay? See, people like you, I pay because I ain't doing all that stuff. I go pick up some stuff at Home Goods and throw it in the corner or whatever. But you sitting on all this gift to clean up or not clean up. I'm sorry, to decorate a room. You can decorate a party. You know, you can do all of this. You can make paper maches and the flowers in the paper, you know, get a paper mache and make a flower out of it. You've always
actually do that. That's why I'm like.
But you're sitting on your gift.
Okay. All right.
You know how much money you can make doing that? Being an interior decorator or event planner, decorating parties, you can make some money.
Okay.
And you continue to keep hope, keep believing, because you've been praying a lot, and it's coming.
Yep. Okay.
It's coming. Your answers are coming. But work on your self-confidence, work on your willpower. Start listening to meditation music. Get on YouTube and listen to chakras, to unblock chakras, which is the physical. Chakras are it aligns the body. The third eye is a chakra. The crown is a chakra. The solar plexus, the sacral. All this stuff can be blocked because we have childhood trauma. We have all kind of stuff that's happened to us that'll block everything in our spirit body, and it affects our physical body. Shit we've been dealing with since we was a kid. Abandonment issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, rejection issues. We have to learn how to learn to identify it and start healing. And that's one of the reasons why I have conversations with Dawn, because we as a community, we need healing. Yeah. So the things,
go ahead.
The things that you're going through, get some.
No, I said I had a good childhood, bringing up good parents and everything, but I lost my son in 2017, my only son.
Right.
My only.
And you need to heal
said,
from that. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, trying to get back out there.
That's
again.
right.
But I feel myself coming back out again.
Exactly. And you still work on that. And start listening to some meditation music. Start listening to music. Go take yoga. I hate that I didn't finish taking, I don't have time to go to yoga. I really enjoyed it, getting my big butt on that flow, stretching, moving, breathe, and, that really helped. It really, really helped. And
work out in the gym and I walk.
Start healing from your son passing.
Yeah.
That's a deep-rooted issue.
Yeah.
That needs healing. And can't nobody tell you to let it go. Can't nobody tell you. You do it when you're ready. Yeah. When you're ready. And have you seen him have you seen him? Has he come to you?
Not lately. In the beginning, he used to come all the time because I was wrecked.
Right.
But I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay. But when you're ready to let him go,
I feel like he's in a good place. Like I know God has
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know,
But when you're ready, he's gonna come back to you again.
well, I can't.
You're gonna be ready to let him go then. Okay? Does that resonate with you?
Yes, it does. And thank you very, very much. It got me teary-eyed.
Oh, you're welcome.
But thank you. And I love, like, I love you, sisters.
Oh,
It's hard finding women friends. You know, we just don't have them. They just do so many.
you need to start doing more stuff for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
terrible things to one another. So that's why I like the older women.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have ladies in respect the morals
Mm-hmm.
that this younger, this not even younger, like just people don't have.
Do you get massages?
Yes, I do. Once a month I go.
Good. Continue.
I,
Make sure you go. And let me tell you something. You're in Jersey, right?
yes.
How close are you to a beach?
Mm,
Oh, no. I'm not far at all. I actually go to the beach all the time.
Okay.
I love the beach.
Now listen.
Or beach fun.
Now that I'm gonna tell you this, you're gonna pay attention when you get there. When it warms up, of course. The ocean is endless.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
The energy in that water is crazy. Any type of frustration, anything you got going on, bring it to that ocean. And let your
Always.
ancestors have that. Let your God have all of that.
And I paint too. So I paint by the water.
wow. Wow.
So I know I'm right.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. You're right because
Wow.
I tell you, my son and I, we used to spend so much time at the beach. And we always met, like I always meditate. We used to always like get in deep thought, deep conversations, looking in the ocean.
He's
But thank you.
He's gonna come to you again. And pay attention. Pay attention.
I will.
See, it's not a dream, it's a visitation.
Yes.
You see, my grandmother, when she mad about something, that's the only time she pop up. I ain't seen her in 2 years.
Yeah,
So pay attention when he comes to you.
I will.
He might say something and he may not.
Okay.
But if
I'll
you want to, you ask God to allow you to hug him again.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I won't let him go.
And that'll be your goodbye. When you're ready. When you're ready. Not when I'm ready. When you're ready. Okay?
Yes.
And your
Thank
lady,
you all.
love for
You're
you in the
welcome.
comments. There's some people in the comments giving you their condolences, and we're sending you hugs. And you said you don't have many friends, so we want you to know you have a friend in us. Come join, follow us, and make sure.
I just said I found all of you.
We're sending you virtual hugs, and you be encouraged. Know that you are not alone. You are not alone. And get in some conversations. Get in some of those conversations that don't have, because it's a healing process. That's why she does it, because people talk about the things that they're going through by themselves. You are not alone. So
nope.
Free. And anytime you want to talk, you reach out to us, and we thank you for sharing. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay around.
Bye, darling.
If you need us, we're here for you, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Who you got next?
Oh, but goodness, they're coming in. You have I see Queen on a Rolling Stone. I Shot Dukes was in there, so we're gonna do Shot Duke because we got 6 more that came in. I'm bringing in Shot Duke because her name was there.
I have to step away for a few minutes
Yes,
because
yes, ma'am. You want me to remove you, or are you gonna just step away and stay in the camera?
you can remove me and I'll just be listening.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Polk. Hi, Miss Crystal.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm well.
Hey,
How are
Shar
you?
Dukes.
Thank you so
Hey,
much
girl.
for allowing me to come give this one some flowers. I started following you. I love what you're doing. It is wonderful. And it's refreshing to see. It's refreshing to have something like this to be able to watch and praise just your friends for it. Just common everyday people just to be praised and get their flowers. So I met a disco Sunday fellowship with Dion Cole, listening to house music while I'm roller skating because I'm from Chicago originally, and we just since the pandemic, she's my pandemic friend, and I love her completely. She started off reading cards. We was talking mess, reading cards, and then almost 2 years later, is just she's one of my best friends, and I appreciate her, and I love her, and I love that in my hardest of times dealing with trying to get things situated with my youngest son and autism and things like that, and it just made it a lot easier to be able to have someone to talk to, because we don't, as Black women, we're not allowed to have any feelings, and we're not allowed to feel anything. We're not allowed to experience anything other than being kind of like a juggernaut, like just a robot. And it just made me feel good to know that someone was listening to me and just genuinely being my friend. And hi, Cameron. And I just wanted to tell her in front of the all of everyone, thank you for being you. Girl, you look so cute, girl. Oh,
Thank you, girl.
even for my birthday, I flew up there and she met me, and we, even with the weather acting crazy, she showed me a good time for my birthday, and I appreciate that, and I thank you so much, and I just appreciate you. Thank you for being you, and Miss Crystal, thank you for allowing me to come on and do that. I don't want to take up any more time.
No problem. We appreciate you. I'm glad
Thank you, girl.
Yeah, we want Dawn to get her
Hey,
flowers.
Cameron.
We understand that sometimes people don't really understand what they're giving other people. And Dawn, you know, you're always giving to others, and I wanted them to be able to pour back into you, and that's the reason for that. Because a lot of times you may not know exactly what you do for people. So this next person coming in, and if you're out here and you've never followed me, I do have my Instagram set up to where anybody can't just comment. You have to be following me. I do that intentionally because I don't want just anybody on my pages, because, you know, people are crazy out here. You have trolls. So if you're in the comment, you should be able to interact if you followed me. So just send me a follow request. And I'm hoping that you'll see some value in following me and want to stay as a person engaging with me, because I try to bring positive information. I'm bringing on the next person to you now. I'm coming to Kingdom Boy Swag. Kingdom Boy Swag, I'm coming to you now. Kingdom Boy Swag, I'm coming to you. And there's many people that said this has made their night, Dawn. I'm trying to pin the comments so you can see what they're saying in regard to one young lady said, this has made my night. I'm very emotional behind this live. Thank you both so much. And you know, you said that, Dawn. You said that the energy gets heavy from it. This is my first time. I try to be led by the spirit as well. Okay, I've never had a reading. I'm not familiar with that process. I knew that a conversation with Dawn was something I wanted to allow her the opportunity to come. And I knew that I was okay with whatever she brought with her because of the energy that she has, you know. The next person I'm bringing up, because that one didn't work, send another request. I'm clicking the name to see who comes up next. Make sure you have the latest version. Make sure you have the latest version. I am accepting your request, so look down at your box to see, and you should be able to come in. I am accepting. Kingdom Swag, it says you're unable to join. You might have to follow me. If you're not following me, it may not allow you to do it. So let's check it out. Queen on a Rolling Stone, I'm coming to you. Queen on a Rolling Stone, I'm coming to you right now. I know that you are one of my...
Liz.
This is
Hi.
awesome. Yes.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Dawn.
Hey, Liz, how you feeling?
I'm feeling better, thank you.
Good.
So introduce yourself, because some people don't know who you are. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Okay, my name is Elizabeth. My IG is Queen on the Rolling Throne. Although everybody keeps calling me Rolling Stone, but that's okay. That's all good. But anyway, I'm from New Jersey, right outside of New York. And I started listening to different lives during the pandemic because, I was home from work and I live by myself with my little dog. And I just needed, an outlet, something to do to occupy my time. And, because I had too much thinking time. So one day I got on, and I think I first started listening to Flame. And then all of a sudden I just started following her. And from following Flame, I started following other people that were on that same live. And Dawn was one of the first ones that I started following. And she's been so informative, and I love her conversations because she always has positive things to say and talk about real problems and real issues in the world and stuff like that, and women problems, men problems, relationship problems. She covers everything. And she's so positive, and she brings a lot of information and shares a lot of information with everybody. And also she allows other people to share their experiences and stuff like that, which is very good and very positive. And I appreciate Dawn for that. And I give her
Thank
power.
you. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So we appreciate that, and we look forward to when you have your day for your show. It's coming up real soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, find out about the story behind the Queen on the Rolling Throne. Now,
because I got a story to tell.
Yes, ma'am. Did you just want to give her flowers? Is that why you're here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Dawn.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Marilyn will come.
So,
yes, Marilyn will come to you.
And let's be clear. I have these conversations about relationships, I love Black love. I love Black love. And I have a few married friends, and they might get in a tiff with their spouses, and I'm like, work that shit out. Excuse my language. Work that shit out, because I love Black love. Now I know in certain instances you can't work it out, things don't work out, but I love Black love because our love is never representative. They don't never see our love in a positive sight. And I love Black love. So this is why I'm trying to get Black people to marry each other. I'm trying to get myself married. Hey, Marilyn, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Miss Donna? I know it's the first time I've been on with you, period. Hey, Shy Crystal, how are you?
Hey. I'm glad to have you.
Oh,
I'm so excited to have you ladies here tonight. And not sure if you're coming to give Dawn her flowers or if you are wanting a reading, but introduce yourself to those who may not know who you are, because you do some things out here as well. And she's also a future guest. My intention is for anybody who's doing anything positive to give them an opportunity to let more people know about what they do. Because when you're in the midst of doing what you do, you don't talk about yourself and you don't talk about why you do what you do. So that's the reason why God asked me to be that person to allow you to use your voice. So please let us know who you are and what you would like today. One or both of those things with Miss Dawn.
of course, it's going to be both because she's just awesome. I haven't got a chance to tell you how awesome you are. I've been following you for a minute, just watching. And most of the time you're on when I'm at work. So it looks like I'm kind of creepy jumping in and out because I'm at work. I know it's kind of stupid. So I'll be at work a lot. So I actually quit my job today. That's why I'm at home. So but my name is Marilyn. And I'm from Detroit. I live in Seattle. And that's about it. And you wonderful. I love your lives. They funny. They informative. You just keep me cracking up. Your mom, she's beautiful. I mean, just you always had it like a beautiful group. And it's always, the energy is always cool when you come through there. So I just always wanted to tell you that. But like I said, I always be at work. And it's like, I'm always at work. So it's like, and then when you on there and I can sneak off of work for a second, you already got 4 people. So I just sit back and watch. But I've always enjoyed your live. I just enjoy what you do. And I'm just grateful, you know what I'm saying, that it's someone, because you're a beautiful woman. You got such a beautiful spirit.
Thank you.
Oh, you're just a great person. I can just tell that you're just awesome. And I'm just grateful to just be over here, just to be able to sit here with you. I appreciate you. Just wanted you to know that.
Oh, thank you, Marilyn. I really appreciate that. Y'all gonna just trying to make me cry tonight.
Now, Miss, the young lady in the corner, maybe you don't know you're here. SB Sweetheart, we got you on camera. There you go.
Hello.
Hey, SB Sweetheart, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Dawn.
Yes. So
It's
now
good to finally see you. I'm doing
I
well.
know.
I know I'm usually just in the comments, but I wanted to come up and say I've enjoyed conversations with Dawn, the wisdom, seeing you and your mom on the screen together. It's such a blessing.
Thank you.
Now, so are you here just to give her flowers today?
I would like both. She's done a reading on me before in the past, so I would like to do both, please.
Okay. Marilyn, you wanted a reading too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's fine. I'm being led to do this, so that's fine.
All right, all is well. I figured that when you said it, that's when I pressed the button. So she said, I said, she about to go. She was like, I was like, dude.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to a conversation with Dawn. She is our guest tonight, so be sure to follow her, and we will have a reset of the room shortly. And she's doing some complimentary readings right now. She does thorough readings, and if you DM her, she will be able to do that for you at a later time.
Marilyn, are you nervous?
Yeah, my nerves is shot.
Your stomach upset?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Are you following me?
No.
Okay, Marilyn. You're going to be triumphant in whatever you're trying to do. You're going to have the victory in it. Your sacral chakra is blocked as well. I explained to Cassandra about the sacral chakra, and I think that has to do with your emotions and your desires and your creativity. So start dancing, start moving around, listening to meditation music, start meditating. Everybody on this live need to start meditating. Okay? And I'm not saying praying. Praying is asking. Meditating is receiving. Okay? So you need to start meditating. And get on YouTube and listen to meditation music and start unblocking these chakras. See, when our chakras are blocked in the spirit realm, it affects us in the physical sense, in the physical realm. Okay? So work on your emotions, your desires. You're very creative. You know, you have certain desires that you want to do, but you sit on them. And we all do that. We all do. You're not by yourself. Yeah, high frequency music. Listen to that. I listen to it every morning. Okay? You've had several obstacles and challenges in your way, but you're the type of person, when you get determined, you get over it. And you move on. But you're going to be very triumphant. But start working on you. It was the reason why you quit that job.
Yeah, I quit.
This is the reason why you quit, because you felt stifled. You felt like you couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't move. You know, it was just too much. You working. It's just
Right.
So it's the reason why you quit that job. So the sky gonna open because you did.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Let me know if that resonated with you.
It definitely did.
Okay, good deal.
I appreciate you.
Do something with that stomach, shit.
Hey, you know what's so funny? Anytime you might think I'm nervous, but I'm really like, it's like sometimes what happens is when the spirit come upon me, it feel like I'm nervous, but I'm really don't have nothing to be nervous.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I press the button. Yeah, I'm gonna handle that. So you like, you nervous? I'm like, yeah.
Don't do me.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Marilyn.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Marilyn. We look forward
I appreciate you, Marilyn.
Story. I'm gonna let
Thank you.
They're coming in the queue now. They're coming in the queue, so I'm gonna let you go down so I can bring somebody up. Okay?
Yeah, take me down so somebody else can come up.
All right, thank you.
Sweetheart, what's your real name?
Shawan.
Shawan, that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Kama Z, make sure you follow me, and then you'll be able to interact. Comments, make sure you follow me. You'll be able to interact with the comments.
Hey, Stephon.
We gotta see.
Yeah.
Turn the light on, sir.
Yeah. I'm at Dawn. I'm a baby daddy. That's what I am.
Sure.
And back in the days, I'm Dawn's baby daddy. Actually, that's what happened. And you know, we couldn't get together too much because she kept traveling so much, and that's kind of how we kind of met.
Stephon is a comedian in Chicago.
Miss
Sean looking at
Stefan,
me like, Lord, please help me.
well, we thank
How
you
are
Shawan.
you,
for coming.
dear? How are you?
Hold
We
on,
thank you
Stephon.
for coming
Shawan.
on. So now, Stefan,
Yes, ma'am.
tonight, what people are doing is they are actually doing her flowers. They're telling her about how they appreciate her lives, and then she's also doing a reading. Would you like to do either of those?
Right.
Would you like to do either of those, two, sir?
No, I don't need to do no readings. See,
Okay.
last time she read, I asked for a woman, and this man came knocking on my door. So I don't think she be reading too much.
Oh my gosh.
I, 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 I
Hold
said, send
so
me somebody.
Stephon, hold your thought. Shawan, I think
Yes,
I've told
ma'am.
you this before, but your intuition is very strong, darling.
Yes, you have.
Yes, okay. Uh-huh. You're not crazy. Stop second guessing yourself. Yes, you're right. When you get that gut feeling, yes, it is. You're getting ready to make some you're getting ready to you're gonna be moving around. I don't know if you moving for a job. I don't know if you actually moving to a house or something, but you're gonna make you got some decisions you're gonna have to make.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And let me tell you this. The on you can be your own enemy, your own self enemy. Does that make
Yep.
sense? You stay in your
I
head too much. Nobody causing you no
Mm.
disruption but
Stefan,
you.
stay over there.
You're the only one that's causing your own disruption. Okay, so get out of your head. Trust yourself. You're gonna make. It's gonna be like, let's make a deal. One, two, or three,
Okay.
and go with your gut. Go with your intuition. You're good.
Thank you.
All right, baby.
I
All
appreciate it.
right.
Thanks.
Thank you
You're
so much
welcome.
Thanks,
for
Miss
coming in.
Crystal.
We appreciate you. You appreciate you. Thank you so much. We look forward to hearing you. Mrs. Stefan, would you like to give her flowers? Because I got a line here, so I got to let some people come up that are looking to utilize the service.
No, I get you. No, and thank you for trying to rush me off. I think she got to rush you off she trying to rush you off on the slide.
No, 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 no. No, I'm just
You
trying to
trying to
help.
rush, Stefan, you got anything important to say? I got a lot of people on here, so hurry up what you got to say. I get you. Like an auntie, I get it. I get it. No, I just wanted to say, of course I love Don. Don know I love you. Don know I love her, and so I appreciate her. So
Thank you,
that's all. I
Stephon.
just wanted to speak and say hello.
I
Well,
appreciate you
thank
too,
you so much. I
Stephon.
thank you for coming on my live. I hope you followed me, and we look forward to hearing your story, okay? And come back. Stay.
I did follow you. I did.
Okay, stay
Okay.
coming.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Dawn, we appreciate the fact that you were led to help these people and to give these people their answers that they're looking for. Miss Fork. Let me see what that name is. Is it Miss? Say your name. Say your IG name. I don't want to mess it up.
Afro Kibby, aka Shannon.
All right. Well,
Hi.
so much. Let us know
Hi, I'm pulling
where you're
over
coming in
right
from.
now. I'm actually on patrol, and we're gonna call this my break.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so you work you're a police or security? Okay.
Security.
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 Now, where are you located?
I am located in California.
Gotta be, because it's still light. It's dark as crap over here.
Well, we appreciate you coming on the live. Did you want to share with Dawn, or were you here for a reading?
You know, I want to tell you both. I am here for both, just like the last few people. I appreciate y'all so much. I first met you earlier today on the fitness video, and then that linked me through to all this. I have been sleeping on Instagram for so long, and just what is happening right now in this live is for me, and I want to participate. And so it's the last time I had a reading, my sister did a reading for me years ago, and it was quite effective. And I just wanted to see what your cards were going to say, see what God had for me.
Your name is Shannon?
Shannon, yes. Shannon Kibby, aka Afro Kibby. Miss Afro Kibby. And your mom is adorable.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You stay in your head too much, Shannon. You causing your own self. You're your own worst enemy, baby. You causing all you. I mean, you all over the place, and the only person that's causing that is you. Okay. But I
Yep.
tell you what, if you could only see what God sees in you, it's easier said than done. But try to put your energy on something else that's gonna get you whatever is in your head, whatever you're going through. Try to put your energy on something. Okay, a hobby, um, something, because you stay you. I mean, you all up in your head. Yes, it's all over the place. But you're going to be triumphant. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you've been praying about, you on that horse and you're going to ride into the sunset. You're going to get what you've been asking for. Okay. I know how it feels to be in my head. I know how it is when you're trying to get where you're trying to get. You're trying to do what you want to do and just, it's not enough time in the day. You're going here, you're going here. You're all over the place, baby. And I get it. I get it. But you're going to be fine once you settle yourself and focus on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Okay? You want to get another job, get another job. You want to lose weight, lose weight. You want to cut your hair, cut your hair. Focus on what you want. One at a time. One thing at a time. You're not a magician. You can't be doing it. You can't be all over the place. You're doing too much. Okay? But you're going to be triumphant. Let me know if that resonates with you.
That really resonates with me. That really resonates with me. I ended up in the hospital doing too much in October. And that really resonates with me. And I feel that a routine that allows me not to be so much in my head is my focus for this week, for the next, however long until I could get that down. And also what you said about the water and what your mom said about, getting away to where you can kind of have space. I think those would be the best things for me to get out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that highly resonates with me. And I am very appreciative for you passing on your talents and your gifts and your blessings to us. And I thank you so much. And I'm following you.
Okay.
And thank you.
And let me tell you something, Shannon. Start listening to some high frequency music on YouTube, especially the Native American music, the singing bowls.
I have those and I haven't picked them up in I don't know how long.
Start listening to them, darling, and start focusing. Start meditating. Before you get out the bed, try to get up. Before you wake up, sometimes spirit will wake you up. Like if you wake up, like I get up at 5 o'clock. But if you wake up at 3:30 or 4:30 or 4:44, try to put some high frequency music on and start meditating and start listening to what spirit has for you. Don't pray, just listen. Just lay there and just start breathing. Look. Breathe with me. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in from the gut. Breathe in and breathe out. That's going to calm you down. Okay?
I feel like toxins are coming out in my tears.
There's nothing wrong with crying. Crying is cleansing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, baby.
I'm going to be listening.
Okay. Have a good one. Be safe.
You be safe out there. And thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in. And God bless you. Be safe. And
yes. Thank you.
Dawn, now, I'm going to tell you something. Whew.
I'm sorry, Chris. I ain't mean to hold you this long.
Oh no, you good. You good. I mean, I have to follow the spirit too. I said, I'm a catalyst, so I have to be obedient as well. And I'm torn because something is saying, Crystal, should you get a reading? Should you not get a reading? Like I said, there's a part of me saying, I told you that's something I don't really do. But like you said, I listen to the prophet. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be led, to allow you to let me know what you may see. And somebody said she loved the breathing exercises. I have a young lady that's going to be coming on here. She's a school teacher and she teaches yoga, and she's going to be doing breathing exercises. Mm-hmm. Again, if you're not following me, follow me, because I have many, many people coming with so many gifts. It's I don't even know. I can't even explain to you what's happening. And I will tell you this, not only am I on IG, but I'm also, as of today, this is going to also go on Facebook Live. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Roku. It's going to be on LinkedIn. So my recordings are going to be going into the other platforms as well.
Wow.
And this is going to go out to the masses. All right.
Wow.
So I want to thank anybody who has already been a guest, those that are waiting to be a guest, for being patient with me. Keep me in your prayers. We sometimes, many are, what's the saying that I just got lost in my words about being chosen. Everybody's not chosen to do it, but many are called, but few are chosen. That's right. So I know that I've been chosen to do what I do. And so I just try to be obedient and I go with it, and whatever plans I had, when God steps in, you just do what you do. That's it.
That's true.
So I will allow you to read me last. And then I want to just tell everybody, I thank you. And if you followed me because you needed to leave a comment, I just hope that you will continue to follow me, because I aim to bring you value. I aim to bring you humor, and I'm a catalyst for hope. I share a lot about being a caregiver. I share a lot about many things that I think will help people, because people are suppressing a lot every day.
Right.
And they're just not letting it out. That's why what Dawn is doing is so important. Marilyn has conversations, and many people have conversations. Everybody has a different approach.
Right.
Heard what they said about the spirit. Now, and that's where I want you to pray for me, because I'm allowing people to come into my life from different backgrounds with different situations, and I'm not being judgmental or anything. And the good thing is that the Holy Ghost steps in. So regardless of who my guest is, he gives them the discerning spirit, so they know how to come into this house, because it's my house.
That's right.
It's the Lord's house. They know how to come into my house, regardless of what they're about, to deliver and to be respectful, and I allow people to be themselves. And sometimes that might mean, you might hear profanity, you might hear things that are out of the norm, but because that's what the platform is about, because we're trying to reach the masses.
Right.
But girl, so what's the card telling you about the girl, Crystal Bodie Smith here? I'm gonna be quiet and let you tell me. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you. I will send you back a follow request. DM me, we can talk, and we'll go from there. And tomorrow night, I have a lady come on the set. I usually do Thursdays at 12 and sometimes at 7, but I am full all the way to May, guys. So because I'm full all the way to May, I have had other days. So keep me in prayers. Keep me in prayers as we do it. But if you miss it live, just do the replay and share it, And you might see me dance too. You might see me dance. I'm 62, and I'm trying to stay young. I'm trying to engage. I'm trying to keep my own life. I'm trying to inspire myself at the same time. So you might see me have a little fun out here too.
More doors are going to be open for you because of what you're doing.
I receive it. Thank you, Lord.
You too stay in your head sometimes, because sometimes you sit there and wonder, okay, am I doing this right? If I'm doing it, what am I doing? Am I going in the right direction, Lord? Am I doing this right? You stay in your head, but you are in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. You just continue to keep that hope up, Keep that belief up, because what you're asking God for, you will get. You have the power, you have the strength to knock down any door that you want to knock down. You got the voice, you know it. You've always been like this. Whatever doors you wanted to go through, you went through them. You're a very powerful woman. Very powerful woman. Your presence alone intimidate people. You ain't open your mouth. You just standing there.
Good God Almighty, God, Holy Ghost.
You always been like that.
Good Lord. Wow.
You're very, very strong. You're very, very strong. When I say strong, not strength, but mentally, mentally strong. Your will is strong. Your power. You're a tough lady. You're tough. Always been that way. But you're going in the right direction. Stay out your head.
You know what? I thank you. I'm not going to cut you off and let you finish before I say what I'm getting ready to say.
You're very, you just stay in your head too much, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track. And I'm telling you, you just keep that positive energy flowing, because as I was cutting, Spirit says door's gonna really open for her because of what she's doing.
Well, maybe start shouting up in here, y'all. I think I'm gonna start shouting, girl.
Yeah,
Don't mess up in here.
You have the power to make or break whatever you're trying to do. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's what basically Spirit is saying. The ball is in your court. You do what you want to do.
Thank you.
Because you always let God lead you. You Spirit led. You don't you make it a point not to be it about you.
Proverbs
right?
5.
You and that's why you be in your head like, Lord, am I doing this right? Should I interview this person? Should I go this way? Oh Lord, you lead it, Lord. You lead it. But then you still question, what am I doing it? Am I supposed to do it right? Am I supposed to do it? Stop.
I hear you loud and clear.
Stop.
I appreciate that. I hear you loud and clear. I thank you.
You're good.
I thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You bullseye. That's all I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from Dawn Polk. If you have not followed her, if you have not followed me, I ask you to do that right now, because eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard what's about to happen. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Eyes have not seen and ears haven't heard what's going to happen on both of our platforms. On the many people that have stepped into this room, for everybody who came up to hear from this young lady, I want you to know that it's already done. Yeah. What you asked for, what she showed you, it's already done. So don't even worry about it. Just go ahead and thank God in advance for it and tell him you appreciate it because it's happening, and act like it's already done. Thank him now for it. Don't wait till you see it, okay? Because faith without works is dead. So y'all can start preaching up in here. So I got to get off this live. It's going to be a wrap, because then the word going to start flowing out of me, and it's going to, woo!
Thank you.
But I just want y'all to understand right now. I thank you. I appreciate you doing so much.
Thank you.
Everybody who came through here today.
Thank you.
If you really, 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 really got value from this today, leave a comment, share this video, let people know, because a lot of people really are stuck. They stuck because they might have seen tarot cards and they went ahead and they started with their comments and their thoughts. But Dawn, we appreciate everything about you. We appreciate your mother. I want to hear her story. God bless her. I know she has something else to do. She couldn't stay with us tonight. You heard the accolade that was given to you.
Thank you.
That was given to your mama. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Let God use you. And guess what? The reason why you weren't put in the office is because God got a bigger office for you.
He did.
It's called the internet. It's called the universe. Okay? Because now you don't have to worry about those things that you would have been restricted to.
Exactly.
You understand? Now you have free reign to do what you can do. Now you can flow everywhere you go.
And I love what I'm doing. Yes. I love what I'm doing. I love it. Yes. Thank you, Crystal. I really appreciate it. This was an honor. This was an honor.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. He's in control. This wasn't planned. This was totally led by the Spirit. Okay, whoever you follow, then you understand. If you understand the spirit, I heard some people who were in tune to it because they locked in, because those people are led by the spirit too. I see one question. I'm going to take that question, then we're going to get out of here. It says,
Okay.
I want to read, but I'm driving from soccer practice. Miss Tracy, bless you. You driving, so we're going to have to decline that because we cannot be responsible. We want you to focus on the road. But, you know, so what you're going to do is we're going to let Miss Dawn know that Tracy.adam.9461, Tracy.adam.9461. Send her a message when you are not driving. Don't try to do it while you're driving, please. All right. And God bless all of you. Thank you so much for coming through. You blessed me, Dawn. You blessed so many people. I want to say keep hope alive, whatever you're going through. You got to go through it to get to it, so don't stop. I want to say keep hope alive.
Yes,
My
sir.
mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. I hope that something here tonight has helped you and motivated you, and we look forward to seeing you back again. And if you see me go live and you don't have time, if you see Dawn go live and you don't have time, do the replay, and then just hashtag replay and let us know that you came back afterward. Have an amazing night. Be safe.
Have a good night, everybody.
And thank you. God bless.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.